What's the plan with that?
You talk about life. Was that the photo shoot or you plan to shoot somewhere else too?
Oh no, I want to like shoot.
Oh, okay.
If you're down.
Yeah, I'm down.
If you have time.
Yeah,
I'm
free today, dude.
Let's do it.
Alright.
You go eat later.
Are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have to be hungry.
Yeah, of course.
Alright, let's eat. What are you guys trying to eat?
We'll see, dude.
Get some
Since
pho.
we're down in your area, whatever I recommend.
Are you guys picky?
You like
No.
One of you guys has to be a little girl.
Oh, this guy here. Alright, so let's start, yeah?
Let's do it.
Okay, what
Go
is
fast. What camera is that?
that's mine. Both, this is his, this is mine.
Oh,
This is
sick.
more like a walk around vlog, you know.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah. He used to do photography, so
Really? That's badass. I have a 7D too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm with my homie Killagram or Daniel. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your last name.
Covarrubias. I don't know how to
Covarrubias.
pronounce it either.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's that. We're gonna do a short interview, just a quick 3 to 5 questions, so that's that. Alright, Daniel, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Alright, just turned 24 years old. Damn, where do I start? It all started with skate photography. So I actually, long story short, how everything started was I ruptured my spleen playing football in high school. All my friends were pro skaters, like pro-am, turning pro. Just a coincidence. And then I was skating all the time, we'd go on skate trips, and then I was like, I got hurt when I was on home hospital, and then I was like, dude, I couldn't go on the skate trips anymore and hang out with my friends because now I was just taking up a seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not doing anything,
Yeah.
not skating or filming or
Yeah.
anything, and I was like, fuck, how am I gonna shoot? Or like, how am I gonna hang out with my friends still and not just be like a burden or like take up space?
Right on.
So I got a camera, and then my buddy Moose was turning pro. He was working or skating for Bones Wheels at the time. And then I was like, fuck dude, like, I'm gonna start shooting. So I picked up a camera and then shot a few photos of him. He was like frontside flipping over a 15-star handrail. And then this company, Bones Wheels, was like, alright, you're pro now, so like, we wanna give you your first ad in Thrasher magazine, if you've heard of that before.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was like, dude, I have the Bones assistant team manager hit him up and was like, hey, do you want to give your first ad? Do you have any photos? And he was like, no, dude, I don't have any photos. And then I was like, damn, well, like we have this photo, I didn't know what I'm doing. Like at the time I was 16, then they ran the photo in Thrasher. And I was like, oh shit, dude, like that was sick. Like that was sick. So after that, yeah, a couple months went by, and then my photo came out in Thrasher, and I was super pumped. And then, like, literally photography started from there.
Okay.
And then my very first car, dude, was that car actually, my 240.
240.
That was my first car
It
ever.
was red, right?
Red,
Yeah. I
yeah.
remember
So that was
seeing that.
was my first car, and then, dude, it was like beat, bro. Like zip tied, like no screws in this thing, dude. Like literally zip tied together.
Yeah.
And then I was working at a restaurant at the time. Like all I cared about was going to the track, like trying to hit the track. So I was working at this Mexican restaurant by Big Brand Tire, and I would like hook them up with food. And like nobody knows this, but I would hook them up with food, and they would like hook me up with tires. Like that's how it would go down. So like, dude, I was broke. Like literally, like I was depending on my job for food, like eating breakfast and dinner there. And then I would hook up them for tires, and then that's how I'd go to the track.
That's fucking
And then,
crazy,
dude, and then after that, it was like I got my FRS. So I missed a step. I left skateboarding industry, so I became like assistant team manager for Bones Wheels, like shooting all over the states here. And then my passion for cars outgrew skateboarding. That's natural progression, you know what I mean? So I was like, got into cars. Then after that, dude, I was like, fuck, dude, stop skating, stop the whole, like, trying to be like staff photographer for a magazine. Like, I was just kind of over it. And then after that, it was like, I went from Bones Wheels to Vortex Superchargers. So you know Vortex, right?
Yeah,
they make
definitely.
blowers for our
Yeah.
units. So I was there, and then I was losing to, there's so much opportunity cost that was like on my end that was just disappearing. That was like, fuck dude, like I'm gonna try to do this car thing full time. So in between those two jobs, I bought the FRS, and then I realized like all I knew how to do was like marketing. So when I was at Bones Wheels, I was the one approving the sponsor requests. I went to Vortec and doing the same thing, like obviously web development, content creation, all that stuff, trying to manage our website and social media and stuff. And then I was like, I'm reviewing those sponsor requests as well. And then like 8 months went by and I was like, dude, like skateboarding and cars is like, say drivers and professional skateboarders, they're the same. There's just more money involved, and now instead of like 8 pieces that create a skateboard, there's like 1,000 pieces that create a car.
Different possibilities.
Yeah, so now it's like, instead of like a wheel sponsor for skateboarding, now it's tire and a wheel sponsor, you know what I mean? So it's like, I just try to like put all my knowledge together. It's like, instead of me being behind and like reviewing these, it's like, why don't I try to do this? Why aren't I sending my own out? Because I know what it takes to get approved. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, like, I'll just make a badass proposal. Dude, companies want to know 3 things. It's what you're doing, what your goal is, and what you're doing to get there. You know what I mean? So like once you have those 3 questions answered yourself, and like, there's no way, say you're Gretty, okay? If I come to you and I give you those 3 things, like what I'm currently doing, what my goal is, and what I'm doing to get there, and I have this whole business plan, like everybody has a marketing budget, like no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, and if you have what it takes to be an asset or bring something to the table that they don't already have, like that's huge. You know what I mean? So in my eyes, like say with Speed Hunters, like how our relationship grew. Of course, like, you know Frederick Osbo, Mad Mike, like Von Gittin Jr. Do you guys know those guys? So like all those drifters, like, it's like, dude, like I look up to those guys, you know what I mean? Because that's what I want to do one day. I want to drive an FD for sure.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's
but like,
one of my dream car. So.
Really?
Yeah.
To do FD?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to build, my new FRS is going to be a pro drift car to compete and to try to go pro. So what I tell these companies too, it's like, I look up to Mad Mike and all the pro drifters in FD, but they're, dude, like way older than me. And like they have factory support, so they have Ford, like they have a decade on me, and then I'm just like, dude, like I look up to those guys, but it seems almost impossible to get there with like the level that they're at. And then like I want to be the younger generation that like tries to make that happen. You know what I mean? Because like if we don't motivate our youth, it's like the youth is our future. So I mean, like, fuck, dude, there's a different thing. Like, I look up to those big name dudes, but I'm not motivated by them because their stature seems impossible. You know what I mean? So I look up to those guys, but I look up to the kid my age trying to do that.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like that seems so much more possible. Well, that's how it started.
Yeah.
That's literally how everything started, and then that's how sponsors came on board. It's like I need your guys' help to like build this brand and image to like motivate our youth. And like then that's how you said, like you're like, dude, like I look up to you. It's like, but that's what I told these. That's how I told these companies, like, dude, like I want to do that to all these people and like have them come on board. You know what I mean? And like I don't want. To me, it's not a competition. Like, dude, I want you to be driving a Lambo next to me one day. You know what I mean? So I want to be able to help everybody like pursue whatever they want to do.
So pretty much, you answered question number 2 of my interview as well. What kind of car do you drive? So there's that. So let's move on to question 3. What is your first mod, and do you remember it? First mod.
Oh shit.
First mod ever.
First mod ever.
Yes, the intake.
Well, dude, like my first car. Fuck, dude, first mod.
Yes,
that's a really good question.
Yes.
Like, obviously, I got my car modded a little bit. So, like, my 240, I bought from my buddy Cole, and my buddy Cole is my business partner that I'm doing all this with. So I bought that car. It had the cage in it already. It had the SR. Fuck, dude, I kind of left it as I bought it. So when I bought the FRS, I guess we could start there because I never
I
fixed.
guess we could do FRS.
Yeah, because I bought the 240, never touched it. I kept it as is, and then I bought the FRS.
Okay.
And then after that, I fixed the 240.
Uh-huh.
So like, let's go to my FRS. I bought the FRS off this kid, Jose. He was 16.
Okay.
It was built by LTMW. It already had the Rocket Bunny kit on,
Okay.
and it already had wheels.
Okay. Was it the same wheel that HU?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, totally different wheels. So literally, like the car is totally different.
Okay.
To headlights, tail lights, I mean everything. So, dude, it's hard to say first month. So, I got the car from LTMW. They just finished the car like 2 weeks ago. So, normally I'm not down to buy a project car, really. You know what I mean? Or a car that's known.
Yeah.
So I got the car as soon as it came out of the paint booth. Really, I drove it around for like 6 months, never touched it. I didn't want to just change the wheels, and then you say like, oh, that's so and so's car just with different wheels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like this car, that's his car with a different hood.
Yeah.
So, dude, I think the first step was I bought AG wheels. That was the very first step. So I bought AG wheels. I got the cage. Literally, like, dude, I started putting parts in my closet, and then like I went to LTMW and was like, all right, I want to repaint this, and here's every single part I want to install. Okay. So I picked up the car like a month later with everything. So, but the first step was AG wheels. I went with Toyota tires.
The R888, right?
Yeah, R888.
Yeah.
Cusco back half cage, like steering wheel, quick release, all same on carbon. Spec D headlights. Airlift new management, all these parts, and dude, like it never saw the car until I painted it. Until I painted it.
What color was it before?
It was white.
It was white. Okay.
So did you see it when it was like financial mistake?
When it was green.
Or,
white. I remember.
It was white.
Now that you mention it, with a financial mistake, yes.
Yes. So
that's one of my.
That was my first mod.
Yeah.
Like
financial
mistake was that sticker. Like, and then that sticker was like had people laughing. Cause like when I bought that car, people were like, dude, like, why would you buy that? I was like, fuck, I don't know. And then like, so it's like, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna put a financial mistake sticker on there. Now you can't tell me it was a mistake. I already know.
Yeah. I actually was wanting to put that on my car as well because I put all those mods in my car.
Yeah.
And it's just a feeling.
Everybody understands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it makes you happy.
And then the car itself, like, did you get the car with the supercharger or was it stock?
No, stock. Like
stock.
motor was.
Did it have any
stock.
tune on it?
Nothing.
So the torque dip was there.
Yeah, everything. Like, dude,
that's how I
everything was
feel
stock.
right now.
Dude, it had stock exhaust. Dude, I bought the car, like Rocket Bunny. The whole Rocket Bunny kit was on stock exhaust. It had like these huge cutouts for the diffuser and then like these little fucking exhausts right out there. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so, dude, that was the first. Actually, okay, that was the first thing. The only thing I did to the car was header and exhaust when it was white. That was my first mod.
Okay.
Now that I remember, because I remember I was just saving up money to like get all the parts I needed to do like a full makeover. But in the meantime, I couldn't drive around with this like little exhaust. Dude, the kid, that's what he did. He unbolted like axle back to like the cap back. He unbolted it so it sounded like beefier, but it was just unbolted.
He unbolted it.
Yeah, that's all that was done. It was just unbolted. Dude, that's fun.
Crazy.
Yeah, so nothing crazy, but yeah, that was my first one. Header and exhaust.
It's memorable. Yeah, it's memorable.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess you kind of answered this question as well, but if you have anything to add, go
Okay.
ahead. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years? Dude, it's hard to say because like.
It's the future, right? It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's unpredictable.
Yeah, dude, like. It's like, dude, like. Alright, 2 years ago, so I started this whole thing 2 years ago, and I would say he asked me where I see myself in 5 years.
He's like, what? He's like,
I don't know. Alright, like 2 years ago, like I had this idea. It's like, dude, what I'm trying to do is like pretty much have a marketing campaign, right, for myself. So instead of like, so my idea in my head, I don't know if it's been done before, like, what I saw that could work was the first year try to build a relationship. So buy Gretty product. The first year, second year try to get support from them, like partial sponsorship, and then next full, and then one day have a big enough name to be paid to put those parts on your car. But really, it's like nothing's free. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when people ask, like, dude, how'd you get that for free? I was like, dude, that wasn't free. You know how much stuff I did to get that?
Yeah.
Like, you know how much stuff like I have to do for these companies to like be able to have a little bit of support.
Yeah.
It's unreal, dude. And people think it's just like, oh, like, dude, you're killing it. It's like, dude, like I'm up when you guys are sleeping, like marketing stuff for these companies. Let's go back to the question. Like 2 years ago, that's when it started, and like I wanted to see myself, dude, like this is exactly what I could dream of, like where we're sitting, and like what I told these companies, like, dude, I want to motivate like our youth because like the youth is our future. Like that's exactly what I wanted to do in 2 years ago, is be right here. But in my mind, like,
you made it,
dude, it's a trip.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's honestly crazy.
I didn't see this coming at all. You know, like I've been following you for a while, and you know, I see you trip, I see you go to events, this and that, show car related, and I thought you would be similar to one of those guys that just showed a car. That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's crazy how you know have your own shop now, and you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot more stuff coming too.
Yeah, a lot of people just like thought like, dude, you just go to car shows. These cars just sit here. It's like, dude, that's not it. Like that's not it at all. Like what these companies see is like I'm the face of say AG Wheels at the show. You know what I mean? So like when people ask, it's like I know everything about it. It's not like AG or Toyota Tire just gave or Airlift like help provide a product for me, and like I don't know anything about it. Like I wasn't just give me this, I'm out. Like dude, I'm diehard Airlift. Like they don't make a kit for the S13, but I made it with their product only, just so it's like I back them that much. It's an S14.
Deep it is.
Yeah, like that's how much I support these companies.
Yeah.
I'm super loyal, dude. So Airlift, that's it. On the S13, that's an S14 front kit, double bellow bag with the Audi S4 rear lower body and BC coilover top and lower mount to make that kit. No bolts or anything, just threaded on, and like, so if they want to make a S13 kit, like, they now know what it takes. Like, that is S13 kit, strictly with their product. But back to the original questions, like, this is exactly where I wanted to be here. Was right here with you guys, but like, I thought it was gonna be like this, just a constant thing, like to get to here. Every day is like I have a goal. The day I reach that goal is the same day I set a new one. So I thought in 2 years or 5 years, my whole vision was like 5 years. I thought it was gonna go like this, bro. It was like this, like to get here.
Yeah.
Like dude, it's like, fuck, dude. Like my motor blew in the FRS. Like I was supposed to go to Japan, motor blew in the FRS, and then dude canceled that trip. And like I was like, dude, I can't afford it, you know what I mean? And then Scion warrantied the motor. And I was like, oh shit. But then it was like too late to go on the trip. So 5 years from now, dude, I just want this company to be successful. So it's hard for me to trust, trusting people is a hard thing for me because I've been screwed over so many times. But to me, like I started Secret, the name, and brand by itself, by myself. But I realized, I was like, dude, like, so I'm doing this with 3 people. My buddy Jesse Vargas and Cole Susie. But to me, obviously there is like more money involved if you do it by yourself, but that's not what I'm worried about. Like just how I told you about the wings, like it means more to me seeing these wings on people's car more than the money.
Satisfying.
Like, yeah, it just feels good. You know what I mean? See, dude, I have a wing in Australia and Canada, and like, so sick. It makes me so stoked. But with the company, I was like, dude, like it'll be way easier, and just like the risk isn't as high, and it's better to split this company 3 ways and see this brand grow. So in 5 years, dude, I'd like to do, this year I'm focusing on this company, building the M4. Next year, I'm building the FRS right now too to compete. Next year I'm trying to compete. I want this to be able to have a couple employees. And fuck dude, in 5 years, I hope to be pro running FD. This company to have employees, be able to like fund itself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be able to like help all the boys. Like this company to me is like, it's by enthusiasts for enthusiasts.
That's a perfect way to describe that.
That's what it is. Like I don't want people to feel like they have to come in and we're trying to get them out.
We need more of that in the industry, honestly.
Oh, definitely, dude.
Definitely.
Dude, like I have so much on my plate all the time, just life stuff. You know what I mean? I cruise to Mulholland and PCH by myself. Like, dude, I do everything by myself. Like, there's times I just need to drive because like I have so much on my plate. Like I question myself, like, dude, am I doing this right? You know what I mean? I question like my life decisions.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck man, like I don't know if I'm doing what I should be doing. That's why I'm so hard on myself. But like, I'm always trying to get away. Like I'm trying to escape something. I don't even know what it is. But like I want this to be like your guys' escape. You know what I mean? Like say if you're having a bad fucking day, like I want you to be able to come here and just like chill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that's the reason why, you know, I mean, this might be
cars
a
to
little
me
bit
is
off topic.
everything.
It might be a little bit off topic, but that's the reason why I switched from an automatic to a manual.
Yeah.
I bought a 13 FRS, 10 series, got it used for about 19 grand, traded in my Camry, you know. So I got a little bit of cash from there. But just the thing is, I barely had it for 10 months, and I traded in for this. I took a hit. I took a hit about 5 or 6 grand loss just to get this car. But to me, it's worth it because it's manual.
Sure.
It's
Dude,
manual.
you feel
it's a different, it's a different story.
Dude, you feel connected. You feel free. You feel like one with the car. It's like, dude, I don't feel like anybody should have a car. It's like, dude, when I'm on the track, I feel like that front right wheel is like my right arm. Like it's my limb. You know what I mean? Like I feel everything that's happening like through the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Like, but it's because of like manual. It's feeling connected.
True. That's why I brought these two guys here. You're 17, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just turned 17. You're 16. Yeah, these are my homies from church. We're like 10 years apart.
Really?
But I mean, when I was there, they were growing up. I see them grow up, so they're kind of like my little homies. But yeah, I try to take them everywhere as much as I can. And you know, they're getting their driver license soon, and this is what I wanted to show them, to try and get a manual car. You know, it's just way different. You know, experience is different. And same thing like what Daniel mentioned, when he's stressed, the moment he hop onto that car, you know, it's everything disappears. Everything blocks out.
Yeah, my girlfriend kind of gets mad sometimes. I'm like, dude, I just need to drive. Like, I just need to drive.
They don't understand it though. Like, I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
Yeah, I understand.
That is why I want to encourage people to get manual cars, because once they're in it, they'll.
It blows my mind how much driving has saved me. Dude, like, I don't drink or smoke, like, at all. But like, when I told my girlfriend, like, dude, I just need to like drive for like 30 minutes, like by myself. It's like, dude, that changed my life, dude. My mom passed away, and my stepdad, I lived with my stepdad and my mom. My stepdad passed away in 2013, and my mom passed away in 2014. Like, not even a year apart. And then like by myself, and like, dude, we were halfway through remodel of our house. So halfway through remodels, like fully through demo. Like, dude, no floor, walls were missing. Like, I was like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucked right now. Like, I didn't know where to pay the mortgage. I didn't know how to pay the bills. Like, dude, I was 20 and like didn't know what to do. Like, my stepdad passed, my mom passed. I have a house that's unfinished. I couldn't even move out of it if I wanted to. So my friends helped me, and like, dude, I could have been like doing drugs, drinking, like just fell off, you know what I mean? But I used that to make me like what I am today. So like, I couldn't even explain the emotions I had, dude. I was like distraught, bro. Like literally like, didn't know what to do. I like lost myself. Like my relationship at the time got ruined. I was just all over the place. I didn't know what to do. So I got it together. And I was like, dude, like I'm gonna use this to like make me a person that like I never couldn't picture myself.
Mhm.
So you know what I mean? It was like, dude, I turned into an adult literally overnight, dude. So I just figured out how to pay the bills. My family wanted me to move out and move with them, and they wanted me to rent the house out. And I was like, dude, the house is fully apart, and my family's insurance lost. They dropped my family on their insurance because they were such a high risk. So like they were paying like, dude, like 6 G's a month cash for medicine just to survive. So they did everything they could to keep our home. That I felt like, dude, it's my job now to keep it. You know what I mean? To finish it for them. So, fuck, dude. Like,
It's
it was
great to
it was
be here,
hard.
you know, it's definitely like,
So what I'm saying is cars saved me.
Yeah.
Like I could be doing something else.
yeah, I just
But-
learned a lot more about you.
Yeah.
You know, you open up about your personal life, and that's great. That's pretty raw and
It is personal. I'm honestly the most honest person I know.
Yeah.
Like straight up, like I'm gonna tell people how it is and like what I've been through, because like just because say your girlfriend broke up with you, I don't know if you have one, but just say if your girlfriend broke up with you, or my mom passed away, like, or say you totaled your car. All those, just because like he totaled his car and your girlfriend broke up with you, doesn't mean like you don't know like how he feels. You know what I mean? The emotions he has from totaling his car, or the emotions that you have from being dumped, is like those emotions are the same. You know what I mean? So like just because like I've been through different stuff in life than he has or he has, like we've all felt the same about something
at
one
some
day.
point, you could relate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
By emotion. You know what I mean? But the emotion that has like been fixed through a car has like saved me. So that's why I try to like, this company isn't like, I'm not trying to make money, dude. I'm trying to start a movement of like being able to like save people from whatever they're going through the passion of cars. Like that's powerful to me, for sure.
I wanted to load up this picture on my phone, but I couldn't. It's actually a picture of me and him standing next to the FRS. You know, that experience, like that day, it was crazy. Like I was just checking out the car, taking pictures. I don't know if you remember, but to me, I always remember that moment.
No, dude,
I was taking a
remember.
picture, like I looked at it. I didn't even know. I mean, I know who you are. Like I saw your picture, but you were just standing there. Like I didn't even see you. All I saw was the car.
Yeah.
What's that? You know. I remember walking around the car, taking pictures, and then out of nowhere, I stood there for like 5 minutes, and this guy walked up to me and started talking about cars, and it's you.
Yeah.
And I was like, who does that?
Yeah.
Actually, like, whenever I go to those car meets and show, nobody does that. Rarely you see the owner walks up to them and be like, hey man, how's it going?
Yeah.
Talks about Bill. So I thought that was pretty nice. That's pretty humble of you.
That's like, that's my
That's
whole
real.
thing.
That's real.
That's
Yeah.
like, that's me though, dude. Like, I'll tell you a brief story. Like, I drove that same car how you saw it. Like, it was like during that same time I drove it to. That was 86 Fest, right?
Yeah, 86 Fest.
Okay, so there was like another thing like 86 Fest, but in Arizona. I think they call it like 86 Bash or something.
I think I
They
heard that
call.
too in Arizona.
So that was in Arizona. So me and my buddy Tashi drove my FRS to Arizona. These guys wanted me to come out there. I was like, dude, like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Like, I'm trying to spread my love everywhere. Like,
Yeah.
let's fucking do it. So we go there. A mutual friend like you, like over via social, was like, I was like, dude, like, I feel like we're friends already. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just from Instagram talking randomly. So I go over there, meet up with him, blah blah blah, and it's like showtime. Show's going down right now. I meet up with my buddy that lives out there. He has 86 as well, and so we're hanging out. He introduces me to his friend. Like, dude, like me and his friend, didn't even know he existed. Like, we just like clicked, dude. It was like we've been friends for years. Dude, so we're cracking up, having a good time. Like 15 minutes, I'm like, hey, dude, I'm gonna go use the restroom. But we're not like, I meet his friend not even by my car, like not even close to it, dude. So I'm like, dude, I need to go use the restroom, and then I come back, and then in between that time, he's our mutual friend, the guy that lives in Arizona, came up to me and told me what happened while I was in the restroom. That guy that I just clicked with, like we literally haven't gotten along with somebody like that in like a while at that time. And he was like, they were walking around doing the show when I went to the restroom, and he was like, dude, Killagram's here, that guy's a faggot. Doesn't know me, you know what I mean? Only sees Instagram pictures. And my friend
saw the wing.
Dude, he saw the car in the corner. We already met.
Yeah.
We kicked it, hung out, like laughing, dying, like on each other's shoulders, dude. Like we got into it. So he sees my car and he was like, dude, Killagram's here. He's a faggot. Like that guy's a douchebag. And then my buddy was like, dude, you just met him. Like you guys were just kicking it off for like 15 minutes. And he was like, dude, that was him? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, dude, what the fuck? And he was tripping on himself. But it's like, dude, like, that's why I want to start, like, I'm starting a YouTube series and stuff like that. And, like, that's why I go to shows, like, dude, like, when I introduced myself to you at that show, I didn't say, like, hey, I'm Daniel Covarrubias, like, this is my car. I was just a guy standing next to it.
Yeah.
You asked me, like, and I was like,
tons of questions,
yeah, and then I was like, oh, it came down to, like, yeah, that's mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's, like, it sucks, dude. People are like that because it's like, but I understand where people are coming from. Like, I go to shows all the time, and like, I
know it's tiring, you know.
I was a kid. All right, the first Rocket Bunny, like, I looked up to Stay Crushing, dude. You know Stay Crushing?
Me too. Hell yeah,
dude. The first time I met him, he was cool to me, but like, I saw, dude. So I drove my 240 when it was red to this show like down the street. Stay Crushing was there. I knew him, Stay Crushing, didn't even know his name. I was like, fuck, Stay Crushing, like little fanboy, you know what I mean? I was like, damn. And I introduced myself, and like, he was really cool, like super fucking cool. He rapped it, like, they call it your part.
Okay.
And he was super tight, but the first thing I was like, dude, he's not even gonna want to talk to me. Like,
that's how I felt when I was there.
Yeah, he's not even gonna want to talk to me. He's like gonna be a douchebag. Like, he's big, like, I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I get where people are coming from, but I will say this, like, I would say 7 out of 10 dudes are like that. Like, oh, my car's too cool for you. Did you see what I posted on Instagram a few days ago?
The purple picture.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah.
Like,
I saw that before you posted it on, it was out there.
Frank Downstairs.
Yeah, Frank Downstairs.
Dude, like, but how real was that? Like,
crazy.
Yeah.
I was showing this guy, I was showing my buddy, that's what we need.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
It's crazy, like, people make fun of, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, people, I will say, like, there's no stupid question, but people say it like this, like, I get asked crazy questions that, like, to me are common sense now, but they weren't common sense before, you know what I mean? Like, now when somebody asks me a question, I'm just like, really? It's like, I have to think in my head, like, dude, like, I didn't know one time. And it's good to like just like educate those dudes on like how to do something right, like in the right way. That's like, it means a lot to me because like then we're gonna have a bunch of dudes running around with people that don't know what they're doing, and then like companies like Ready, legit companies aren't gonna be around anymore because like these kids don't think it's right. You know what I mean?
That's tight, dude. I mean, same thing with sneakers, because I was doing sneakers before cars, and then when I got my first FRS, when I got into manual, that just, same thing with you, like how cars outgrew your skateboarding passion.
Yeah.
So I guess I could relate, but instead of skateboarding, it's sneakers.
Yeah.
We still have a collection at home with my brother. We spend a lot of money on it. Go to events, used to camp out, because back then they don't have the software where you could go online. Every release, you have to go to camp. And usually the shortest time would be 8 hours overnight just to camp for the sneaker release. And sometimes it doesn't even guarantee you a spot to get it.
Yeah.
So there's that. But yeah, I mean, I was glad that I found cars.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's pretty, I mean, like, it's a lot of money involved, but at the end of the day, you feel, like, the feeling, like, you can't even describe it,
Dude,
it's so satisfying.
Yeah. Dude, like, The hardest thing is to explain it to your girlfriend. That's the hardest part. It's like, dude, I'm gonna be straight up, like how I said, like I'm fucking honest.
Yeah.
So honest, and I'm real. My last girlfriend told me, alright, the relationship I was talking about with the girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
She said, why don't I make you as happy as your car seat? And I was like, dude, like, fuck. I was like, dude, I don't even have an answer for that, and it's not true, but like, there's something, like a person can make you feel a certain way, you know what I mean? But like, there's something that you need by yourself that's like more than somebody can give you, you know what I mean? Like your thoughts are like powerful, your own personal.
It's gonna work. She shouldn't be asking you that question.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. So for sure, no.
Or maybe because I'm lucky that I have a supportive girlfriend that doesn't care as much. I mean, sometimes she asks questions like, hey, you know, try and save a little money for this and that.
Oh,
why don't we take this trip?
I agree with that, for sure.
But she doesn't question like, hey, why do you love your car so much more? I'm just saying,
Like I want, man, I want like a girlfriend to like understand like everybody, but like mostly a girlfriend, like the power behind like getting behind the wheel by yourself is unreal. Like literally, like, dude, like when the first day you had that kid on and your wheels on and you drove that fucking thing by yourself, dude, it was unreal, wasn't it?
Hell yeah.
It was like,
Hell yeah.
dude, like I couldn't stop smiling.
I had the
Literally,
car
like-
off work. I waited 4 months. I had the kid on there. I don't know if you've seen the picture. It was some NKRPF1.
Mhm.
The offset was shit. Because
Oh,
the offset was for the stock body. It's not for the white body.
Yeah.
I had to wait 4 months for the custom wheel set to get here. And I was driving around with that kid.
Stock wheels.
Pretty much stock.
Oh, shit.
Stock wheels, pretty much.
Damn, but you got the wheels on. Like, so the first day you
I had the car
drove
at work.
with fitment,
Yeah.
dude, like, what did it feel like?
Oh man, we work. Me over my.
Were you
friend.
guys with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, me and my friend pretty much we work on the car like overnight till 5 in the morning. We start at 7 and 7 p.m. and you know he was like started working on the car at 7 p.m. on a Friday night, and it lasted until 5 to 6 in the morning. It's funny, I hit him up. I was like, hey man, how long do you think it's gonna take? He's like, you know what? Give or take 5 hours.
Yeah.
But that's never the case.
Yeah.
When it comes to working with cars, that's never the case.
Oh no.
It could be like a fucked up nut or whatever.
Yeah.
You're stuck there. You try your best. You bust your knuckle.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like the moment, like we didn't even get the side skirt on there or the diffuser. It was just the over fenders. We finished cutting the fender, over fenders, and the wing mount, and that was it.
Damn. And that wing's gnarly too. Don't you have to put the inside of
Oh
yeah.
man, I think we didn't even finish right now, just to clean it up a little bit on the inside. So when we open up the trunk, you see. But yes, that feeling is like it's crazy, dude. Like you can't even describe it, bro.
No, definitely, dude. Like how you're saying, like you're like, dude. Exactly what you said is what I told these companies. Like exactly like the feeling you got. Like say like. Dude, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be. So like when like we go to, like last time at AutoCon, like people ask to take pictures of me, and I'm just like, dude, like.
Which one?
I'm nowhere.
LA or
The last AutoCon, the one at
LA Convention?
LA Convention Center.
I didn't see you too, man.
Dude, I was literally like in and out, like trying to film.
Oh,
over the place.
maybe.
But like when people ask to take pictures of me, I'm just like, dude, like I'm just like you. You know what I mean? But I try to like tell them like, dude, like I want to explain to you like the movement I'm trying to create because I want you to help do that too.
That's
You know what I mean? Like, dude, like your car is way gnarlier to me than mine. Like way cleaner. Like sick, dude. I think that thing's like perfect. Like, fuck, man. I like version 1s because it's like OG.
It's
dude,
OG,
like,
yeah,
dude, it's
that's how I
OG.
felt.
Yeah. So like when I saw that, I was like, damn, dude, like. That thing's like brand new, like version 1, like that thing is clean, dude.
I had the option of going with version 2 or 1, because by that time the 3 didn't come out yet.
Yeah.
And after I got the version 1, the 3 came out released like 2 months after, I believe. I was like, man, if I waited, I could have got the version 3.
Uh-huh.
But I was looking at it and I was like, you know what? I still like the version 1 a lot better. It's just cleaner. It's just simple mods. You know?
To me, it's
it's not
classy.
so simple because you still gotta cut it, but it's just.
I think that your car is classy compared to like a version 3. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh shit, I like that, oh shit. But like, you can't be like, just a timeless look, you know what I mean? Like, your color combination is like, timeless. Like, you have to look at that every day for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? If you're like yellow on red wheels, I'm like, fuck, dude. It's tight like the first time I look at it, but like, I'm not trying to walk out to that every day. And one thing I do want to say is like, when people say you go to a show, there's a lot of guys that like dude, they could be driving a stock FRS, like doesn't matter, but they'll go to a show and like see a car that was like fully hooked up, but they'll be like, dude, I hate this, I hate that, and hate that. It's like before you say like that, why don't you try to understand like why they did that? Because dude, like, alright, so now you know, I don't know if you knew before, like my mom passed. So, do you know what a Chevy Equinox looks like?
Oh man, I saw that.
Or, you know my mom's Chevy, like the one I bagged and put AG wheels on? Dude, like, only slammed SUV, Chevy Equinox with like, ever modded, ever, and had like, car fitment, like, it looked like the fitment should be like a car, you know what I mean? Like, US SUVs and trucks, like, they tug.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, like, I want to try to make this legit. But people would come up to me and like, dude, like, why would you build a Chevy Equinox? I was like, dude, like, I didn't build it for me. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't build it because like, I thought it looked cool. It like, that wasn't it. It was like 6 months after my mom passed, I was like, I would come buy her car. I couldn't drive her car for some reason. It was hard for me. I don't know, I couldn't drive it. So I was driving my truck. But I would see her car every morning. I would walk past it every morning. I would wash it and shit, just like keep it clean. But I would walk past it every morning, and one day I walked outside and was like, dude, like, it hit me. I was like, what did I have to do? I was like, what am I gonna do to keep my mom's like spirit alive? And I was like, dude, like, I'm gonna build her a fucking car. Like, I'm gonna build a car and I'm gonna go to shows. So I slammed it, put AG wheels on. I had Acura at the time, switched it over to airlift. But dude, it was like people would come up to me and like, dude, like, why the fuck would you build that? And then like, until I put the story out, like why I did it, people were like, oh shit, you know what I mean? But now, like, dude, if I saw a Chevy Equinox, like, the question would come to mind, like, I don't know if I would say it out loud, but like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? But now I go to shows and like, dude, there's hundreds of cars. You don't think one of those was built for a reason?
True.
You know what I mean? Like, you never know.
You never know.
It doesn't matter. Like, dude, I've seen like Civics. Like, I would never drive a Civic, but I've seen Civics built by the dad because the son died. Dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, but like the son was working on it, but the dad finished it. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, like, you never fucking know. So before, like, I'm like, dude, I hate that. Like, I don't say like I hate that. I just try to understand why. But before, like, I really think people should try to understand why somebody builds something before like they just say they hate it.
True.
Like, I think that everything, dude, like I want this company to be like all about like bringing people together and like just making it right again. I feel like social media like kind of fucked stuff up.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just be real about it. I think like everybody's trying to build like stuff for Instagram and shit like that, and like, dude, like people have tried to tell me like, dude, you just build it for Instagram. And I was like, dude, I didn't have any followers when I built my FRS. Like, and my Instagram wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, that's 360. Yeah. And this guy, I'm not sure yet. Have you really thought of it? Not really.
Like, dude, what's crazy to me is like, back to like not the girlfriend thing, but like how we're saying like the girl or how powerful cars are. Like, dude, like, what would I be doing if cars didn't exist right now? Dude, I wouldn't even know you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't know any of these dudes. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, cars not only saved my life, because like who knows what I could be doing if cars weren't there,
Yeah.
but also look at how many relationships that I made. Dude, when I went to Australia, dude, I had friends. Never been there before. Because of cars.
That's awesome.
Dude, cars. Dude, like that literally blows me away. Like, in Canada, I went to Canada and it was like, same thing. It's like, dude, like what brings, dude, hundreds of thousands of people together from all over the place is like one thing in our industry, and it's because of cars. Like, that's why I think it's so powerful. Not only like has it saved me, but it's met, dude, I've met some of the coolest people in the world because of them. It changed my life, dude, in every aspect.
Yeah.
Dude, it started a career for me. It started a career, it saved me. It's my drug. I build friendships all over the world because of it. Yeah, it's like, and it's my hobby.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty powerful stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this interview got kind of real, but like, I'm like,
I like it, man.
I'm really real all the time.
7 minutes max. With mine, 10, 19, 20.
Yeah.
This one gonna be long as hell.
Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna post it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just real content.
Yeah, real stuff.
Yeah, if you want to target real people,
Mm-hmm.
that's how it is.
Dude, it's hard to like, especially YouTube stuff, man. It's like people do stuff for YouTube and shit like that, and it's like that's why I'm starting YouTube. Strictly be as real as possible, dude. If nobody wants to watch it, that's fine. But I'm a real.
You did your
I'm
part.
a real dude.
You did your
you
part.
know?
At the end of the day, we all did our part. We could, just go to sleep happy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to spread the word. I'm not like trying to like create this like anti-Christ thing.
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
not what I'm trying to do. Like I'm just like there needs to be more real people in the world because like it's hard to find it. Even in relationships, like you lose a lot of friendships and everything because like people just can't just be straight up.
I lost a lot of friends in a few years too.
Yeah.
But hey, it is.
The realest people are the ones that get screwed.
Yeah.
That's the worst part.
It is,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Anything else you want to say? But yeah, thanks for having us though.
Yeah,
Thanks
for sure, dude. Dude, I'm stoked that you guys came out. Dude, I'm really stoked you brought them. Dude, like that. Dude, see, like that moves me. You know what I mean? Because like that's what I want to do, people. And you're doing that for them. You know what I mean? Like you're showing them the right way. And that's like that's important.
I have some stuff that two things for you to autograph. If you
Cool.
don't mind.
Yeah, let's do it, dude.
Alright, let's do it.